Hey everyone, welcome to our second Path of the Raider episode, focusing on another integral part of our community, the Moderators. In the last episode, Sorella interviewed some of our beloved content creators to find out how they ended up playing Raid and how the game has affected their daily lives. Check it out if you haven't seen it yet. This time around, Sorella will be chatting with the stalwart guardians of peace in the Raid community, our dedicated Moderators. These guys devote their time to helping other players and play a huge part in gathering your feedback to improve Raid. Despite playing such an integral role in our community, few actually know who they are. Today, we'll peel back the curtain and get to know them a little better. Let's dive straight into it.
Introduce yourself a little bit and tell us about how you became a moderator.
Yeah, thank you for allowing me to do this interview. My name is Luis, and I was born in Cuba, but I have been living in Spain for 9 years now. I became a moderator because another clanmates were already moderators, and I had a lot of experience in the game, was very active in the community, and they needed help. And they asked me, here I am.
Started with a content creator called Kizzle, who some people might remember.
Him.
Yeah, so he was a moderator and a content creator, and I joined his Discord to ask him a question one day and started answering other people's questions while I was there, and then he offered me a job being his moderator. And then once he stopped sort of making videos as much, I had some free time, and a moderator called Kiwi, who's
remember him as well. He was one of the first ones.
Yeah, he was from New Zealand, the same as me, but lived in Australia. And I talked to him about it, and he said that he sort of explained what the job involved, and I asked him if he thought I'd be good at it, and he'd seen me at Kizzle's Discord, so. Yeah, I sort of took the free time and the moderation stuff that I was doing there and just moved it straight across to the official Discord instead of Kizzle's Discord.
Then I started to be more active in Discord and, replying questions from other players there. And eventually when I became a moderator, I just dedicated that extra time I had were moderating and helping people in game too.
I'm a moderator since October 2020, so I wasn't that long in game, but it has changed a bit. It's the amount of time I need to do for it's volunteering, but still it's, I like to help. I like to communicate with the community, to help them out, to have them here for their problems. And it's a bit time consuming, so I really need to look after how I can manage that after my life, after job and everything else.
My wife sometimes don't like it. I'm not gonna lie. I have 2 kids. It's hard sometimes because they demand a lot of time.
How would you describe the moderator's duties to someone who is not in this field, who is not familiar with what you're doing?
I kind of view it that we've got sort of 2 jobs as moderators. So one part is just to be friendly and supportive of people. We answer questions where we can, help them out, direct them to the right information when we can, and give them a bit of coaching. And then sometimes the other side of job, we've got to restrain people and stop them from breaking the rules sometimes. I mean, it's kind of a bit of a joke that we like to ban people, but none of us really do. We'd much rather tell somebody, what they're doing wrong and have them stop than have to punish them for anything. And most of us would rather spend all day helping people than having to ban or tell people off.
It sounds maybe a bit weird, but it's a community at first.
There are a lot of people in our community eager to help and a lot of good advice.
I like to work with them. I like to see the changes. So if we go back to the community managers with feedback from the community, and they taking it to the dev team, and we see the changes in game. That's something I really, really like, and that's where I say, yeah, this is the point why I'm doing it. So that to be the point between community and company. Yeah.
So seeing this real result of your work actually there in the game. Yeah, that's what's great for us as community managers too.
So one of the things that I do a lot is working in bug reports and trying to help people with, things that happen in the game. And I think a lot of people don't understand how easy it is for something to go wrong in a game, and for there to be small problems with champions and so forth. And a game as big as Raid's going to have a lot of bugs because it's so big and because there's so many moving parts to it. But I quite enjoy being able to help people out with those and give them advice, especially when there's solutions. Not all of these things have solutions, and a lot of them I have to send to support, unfortunately. But there are some things that we can give a couple of quick directions to, and then people are suddenly back in the game and able to play when they weren't able to. And I really enjoy it when people, come in and go, I can't log in, what's wrong? And then I say, if you do this and this, and they do it, and then, now I'm back in the game. And it's much faster than waiting for support, or not being able to play the game for a few hours. Unfortunately, we can't do it with every problem, which really sucks. I don't like not being able to help people. But that's the part I enjoy the most, is when I can give someone advice and it fixes their
instant
clan boss team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. And it feels rewarding to be able to actually help somebody instead of just play the game and enjoy it for myself. I like to help other people as well.
Do you ever feel like you're on the verge of kind of abusing your power? Because you have a lot of power, having all the instruments to ban people and mute people and tell them how they should behave.
I mean, I think all of the moderators at some point, somebody says something or does something that they shouldn't, and we have to punish them for it. But I don't feel like any of the moderators actually enjoy it. I think personally, I almost go the opposite way a little bit. I can be a little bit too tolerant sometimes, and I'll give people 3 or 4 non-official warnings before I actually ban them, or tell them off, or officially have to take action. So I don't think that I enjoy it. Mm-hmm. I don't think I enjoy it enough to abuse the power.
Well, you like people in general, as we've already established. So
that's correct. I'd much rather, tell somebody how they should say something and have them be able to keep asking questions than have to stop them from getting, the answers that they want.
Yeah.
It's a bit, maybe it's a little bit out of the pocket, but I like to be quite sarcastic sometimes, but in a funny way, not that they feeling like I wouldn't have an ear for their problem, but I'll be sarcastic with a bit of fun of it, because that's actually, I found it's a key to get to people, even if they met at a level where you can't reach them. And if you but playing around sometimes with them and being sarcastic and drop a joke or laugh with them together. So this is usually how I handle it, and within 5 minutes everyone calms down, and this is my method. I don't know how other moderators doing it, but this is what works for me the best, without losing my personality, but being professional enough to get to the problem.
From the moderator's point of view, what was the worst raid community disaster that you remember?
I remember there was about 3 days in a row where the entire game went down completely. And during that time, I was actually doing some work at a location that I hadn't worked at before, and got flooded with messages telling me that the game was completely down. And it kept happening when it was the middle of the night for you guys.
I think so it was about in 2020, right? Or even 2019?
Yeah, it was late 2020 or early 2021. And it was happening at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, my time, right when I was finishing lunch or starting lunch, and you guys were all asleep. And so for 3 days in a row, I actually had to call
So
don't think it
you
was
were
you. I
the
think it
one
was
to wake us
Valkyrie.
up. Yeah.
And I ended up being the one that had to wake up Valkyrie 3 days in a row, because 3 days in a row, the whole game went down for a couple of hours. And the Discord was an absolute fire. I'm pretty sure from those weeks, I sent something like 1,500 messages in Discord trying to explain to people that they needed to just wait till the game got back up. So that was pretty bad for the game, and pretty bad for the moderators having to deal with just floods of messages and everybody unhappy because their game had gone down.
I'm a moderator since 2 years, and I'm a bit proud of it, but I'm one of the oldest moderators on Discord, though, with Brad Cat and Gremlin and beside them. And I guess we are a great team, because every time something occurs, like on Discord itself or in-game or even in-game chat, which is another topic, but even if there's something occurs, we work together as a team. And that's I never had that before in another community, to be honest. I moderated some communities before, but this is special. It might sound a little bit weird, but this is special. We work in like a family together.
You have some inside jokes about the game that you could share with us.
And for instance, I have been playing Raid for 4 years and I still don't have Kaimar. He has been in the 10
Me
times.
neither.
He has been in 10 times, so many times, and I still don't manage to pull him. And every time someone pulls one and posts it on Facebook or on Discord, on any platform, I get tagged and then, hey Leaf, look Leaf is my in-game name. Hey Leaf, look what this guy cool, or look here, and they're constantly tagging me for it. And yeah, it's kind of our inside.
And you're saying that you're happy for them, but not very much.
Yeah. And I always reply like, but
I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm sure you will get him one day, and just imagine how exhilarating it would be.
We have something like Strange left now, but we had like from Strangey every 4 weeks his ramen day. So we were just excited to see which bowl he has on this day and which he had 4 weeks before. And sometimes in DMs we chatting like, how's the kids? How's the weather? How was Christmas? And all of that. Yeah, we do. And this is beautiful, I think.
So you moderated our community on Facebook. Would you say that Facebook players are more passionate, sometimes maybe even toxic, about what is happening?
No, not really. I mean, in every platform there are toxic players, and yeah, we have a lot of angry comments, but we also have a lot of good comment thanking us for instance, now that we have these giveaways or these codes for the 4th anniversary. There are a lot of people thanking. If someone gets a good pull on a time 10s on a two times event, they go to Facebook and they share the success or the happiness with us. So it's not really, I don't think Facebook is more toxic than any other platform.
Maybe there is something you want to tell raiders, your friends. I'm sure you've made them so by now. Something special that you would like, a special message that you would like to convey through this platform.
I don't have anything specifically special to say to the Raiders. I just think that one of the things that I've heard continuously over the 4 years is that what makes Raid the game that it is the community. I mean, everyone loves the artwork. The artwork in the game is brilliant. The gameplay I really like, but a lot of it's similar to some other games and some of it's very different to other games. But the reason that we like the games that we pick most of the time is because of the people in the game. And I think what makes Raid what it is the community. And I think it's very easy to get bored of some games, or get obsessed with other games. But I think as long as everyone in Raid keeps trying to be a community and try to be friends with each other and enjoy the game that we enjoy between us and talking about the game, building teams for the game, that sort of thing. There's nothing I enjoy more about the game than like theory crafting stuff with some of the other players, then testing it out, seeing if it works. That's what sort of keeps the game entertaining even after 4 years, because by now, apart from the new dungeons that have just come out, I can do pretty much everything in the game pretty easily, but I still enjoy rebuilding teams. Yeah, this is going to be a challenge. But like, I still enjoy building teams that, like, I'll have a team that already works, but I build another team just to try it out to see if it works. Theory crafting and talking about the game with friends is sort of what makes it entertaining and fun still.
Maybe there are some words of wisdom that you could share with other players or moderators, or maybe you would like to say a couple of words to the Spanish community.
I always say all players that Raid is not a sprint race. Raid is a marathon, and you need to think in long term, and you need to build your champions and choose them, thinking how they're going to help you, not now, but in the future. In the long term. And every player that is struggling with some content, I just suggest them that do what I did. I went to Discord, to the platforms, and I asked for help.
There's nothing I really have to say to them, like, just stay the way they are.
And now you know. These folks are just some of the few faces that are part of the massive community united around Raid. Everyone who is a part of that community contributes in some way, be it helping newcomers, creating content, or even just chatting with their fellow players. We've heard from our moderators. Now let's hear from you. Record a video and tell us how you join the Raid community. Upload as a YouTube short with the hashtag #RSLRaiderPath, or send it to our email that you can see on screen right now. We'll choose the best YouTube shorts and highlight them on our official YouTube channel. Those selected will get a special reward to go with their fame. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you want to stay up to date on everything Raid. Until next time.